So when you say, being at peace, so it's not personal for you.
No.
But so is it being at peace or being with peace? Or, I mean, does it matter how you describe it?
No, it's so living identified with thought and feeling, you're identified with movement. And it's not like a constant movement. It's a movement that keeps changing and going here to and fro, and there's pleasure and there's pain and there's anger and there's joy and there's love and there's hate. All of it is there. And so there's these constant movements, okay? And when that goes into the background and you're just sitting in the oneness and stillness, you see, that's peaceful. Yeah. That's peaceful. And you see now the other stuff is in the distance. It's in the way back. It's nothing. Because that sense of silence and stillness is everywhere all the time, unchanging. It's peaceful. It's totally peaceful. And it's not the place where the body and mind live in duality. And duality is movement. That's what makes it work, you see. So there's a sense of time, a sense of space, that it has to be a part of the whole, of course, but it's a small part. It's actually a part that has boundaries. So it's a very small part. And it's just not conducive to peace, you see. And yet, everything is in this envelope of peace. Everything is, always. But when you're identified with movement, then that is lost. It gets forgotten by a mind, you see. Then all of the focus is on the movement. And it's lost. What is your question?
So when you say identified with movement, you're referring to what specifically? Thoughts. Movement of the mind, movement of feelings?
Of all of it, yeah.
All of it, okay.
I mean, the heartbeat is movement. Everything about the body and mind is movement. And all of it is locked into time and space. The body is born and the body dies. And everything in between, there's like this continuum. And the mind interprets that, all that movement, and creates a world out of it. A temporary world, granted. But it creates a sense of reality out of this world of movement, which is actually 100% surrounded inside and outside by stillness, you see. So if you like just take an atom, and an atom has a movement, you know, there's an electron moving around a neutron, right? But if you really look at it, in that atom is 99% just space. There's just a tiny little thing moving, you see? But we're here in that movement and locked into the movement of time and space and thoughts and feelings. All of these things exist in that, and all of the attention is drawn into the movement, you see. And but what's here really is the stillness. That's the 99.9% of what's here. And it's where you came from, it's where you're going, and it's where you are. But because the focus has all been drawn in by the movement, you see, the mind is designed to see movement. It's the mind, to the mind, stillness is invisible. You see, it has no distinction. It has no color. It has no taste. So you're born, and there's that sense of I am. There's that sense of being. That's primary. Everything that's added to that has to do with distinction. Okay? And then, but you get locked into that. So, you're taught you are this person, you do this, you're good, you're bad, etc. And you get locked into this sense of a distinction. But you came from a place which has no distinction. It's beyond all of that. It's beyond time. It's beyond distinction, you see. But the mind can't see it. It's invisible to the mind. And if you're locked into the mind and into the body, then you're blind to that the aspect of what really is. And you're locked into the illusion, you see. That's all.
Right.